Hello everyone, this is Chris from PrintableKidsPlayMoneyTemplates.com. Today's tutorial is how to make Printable Kids Play Money from scratch with Microsoft Word. Before we begin, I'd like to tell you a little story about when I was playing around with making the template or what I was going to do with making this video. My niece happened to walk out into the room from her nap and asked me what I was doing, and when I explained that I was making some play money, she got really excited and really wanted to get involved. And she's only 5, and she was saying, well, she jumped on my lap and said she wanted to go ahead and help me make the money. So I said okay, and I could not believe the excitement level that she had while doing this. So I highly recommend, after you go through this video once, maybe have one of the kids in the room, and then ask them what they want to do or what they want to see their money. If you make it more personalized, they feel involved, they'll be more apt to not only get excited about the lessons that you may have about using the money or the games that you might have involved in this, but it's just another fun way to go ahead and get kids involved in what you're doing. So we'll move on now. Let's go to our tutorial and let's get started. We're going to start by launching Microsoft Word. Now this is Word 2003, and the reason why I'm using 2003, although 2007 has already been launched at the time of this making of this tutorial, 2003, whatever you do in this version, you can do in 2007. I want to use 2003, so those of you, which majority still are using 2003 over 2007, and using this version. What I did was I took off all my toolbars and I took off everything to start from scratch so that I could show you exactly where these tools are that you're going to be using on Word. First, I want everybody to go to what's called the print layout. Now, I'm already in the print layout. Some of you may already have it in the normal layout where you don't see your margins and you don't see the paper. There's 2 ways to get to the print layout. You can go to View, hit Print Layout here, or you can actually just use this little icon down here if you have it there. I'm going to be sticking mostly to the menus at the top when I'm doing my explanation, and the reason for that is because if I use too many shortcuts, some of you might get lost, which I will use shortcuts, but I will explain them as I'm going along. But as long as you have the menus up here, you'll be able to find where we're at. The next view that I want you to turn on is the ruler. If you already have it, great. If you don't, turn them on so that you can see your page length and width on the sides here. The next thing we're going to also turn on, we're going to go to View, and we're going to turn on our toolbars and very specific ones. If you have more, it's fine. But these are the ones that you want to have on. And the way we're going to do it, I want you to go to Customize so that we have the whole list. And these are the ones you need to have checked. We want Standard checked, which is should be up all the time. Next, we want Formatting. It really makes it a lot easier if you're going to do more things. You should just keep this one on. This is your most common used items here. And then we want the Drawing toolbar. So we have 1, 2, 3 toolbars, which is the Drawing, the Formatting, and your Standard. Then we can hit Close. Now some of you may have it actually at the bottom of your screen, this Drawing toolbar. I've seen it a lot where people have it already preset down here, but it's up to you. You can drag it and move it around wherever you want. I'll leave it at the top so we can just keep our locations all the same. Next, what we're going to do is I want everybody to turn your paper to landscape, and we're going to do that by going to File and Page Setup. There is a shortcut. If you double click here in your ruler on the left, the same screen shows up. Okay, next switch over to landscape, and I want to change all the margins to 1/2 inch, which is 0.5. So we have our top changed, our bottom changed, our left changed, and our right changed. We're going to change all of those around, and now we'll see that our screen is filled out in the landscape mode. Now I'm going to move this and zoom out so that we can fit the whole screen together. 75 seems to work well, where we can see the whole screen. Now if your screen is too small and you can't see it, it's up to you where you want it. For the tutorial, we're going to have it like this so that everybody can see the whole paper and kind of the dimensions. So now we're ready to get started making our bills. We can start by going to the top and clicking on Rectangle, and a screen will appear that says Create Your Drawing here. I'm going to start toward the left top corner and click and hold and draw our rectangle here. This is going to be the border. Now, as you can see in the top here, there is a 5-inch mark, which should be halfway on your page. Now, we don't want to go all the way to the 5. We want to stay 1 mark below the 5, so we're going to start here. And our height we're going to go with the 2 mark here. So it's going to be just before the 5 and then at the 2, and then we let go, and now we have our border. Now the next thing I want you to do is drag this down toward the bottom here so it covers the whole page. Now we'll select our bill, and if you'd like, you can fill in the bill with any color you want. Make sure that you have it selected, because if you don't and you have it fill, it'll do the outside here. So if that happens, remember you always have your undo or control Z, and we can go back. Now there's 2 things that I want to explain about 2 ways you can make your bills. One is you can color them now, so when you use a color printer it'll have all the different colors on it. That could get quite expensive. The other way you can do it is buy a ream of paper. You can get that at any of the Office Depot type stores, Office Max, Staples, your local office type stationery store, and buy a ream of paper that has 6 or 7, 8, 10 multicolor papers in one ream. The reason why I'm telling you to do it this way is if you have different denominations, you want different colors of the bills. For your kids, it'll be easier for them to recognize. By buying a whole ream of multicolored paper, each denomination can be a different color. And then all you need to do is make these bills black and white. The other thing you could do is you could actually, like I said, fill them in each individually with different colors and just go ahead and print it on a color printer. The only reason why I'm giving you the other option is because of the fact that the ink that you'll be using for this could get quite expensive, and you could save quite a bit if you do it with using color paper instead of color ink. Now let's get started putting in our text or drawing in our bill. We're going to start with actually doing the numbers, and what I did is I clicked on the word art icon here so our gallery appears. And for this demonstration, let's just use the top left corner. You can use any one of these as you wish and just test it out yourself by hitting OK. Your text area appears, and we're just going to change your text to number 1. Since we're going to be making a $1 bill, that's where we're going to begin. By clicking OK, your 1 shows up here. We'll put it to the top, and we're going to shrink it down so that it kind of fits a little proportionately nicely in the corner here. Now, to move an item around your screen, you can use either the drag method by using your mouse and moving it around, or you can get it close and you can use your arrow keys on your keyboard to get it to the corner that you wish. Now, as you notice, I might want it to do half jumps, and you might get frustrated thinking it doesn't work, I can't get it to the right place.